Donald Trump is a compulsive liar, a sociopath, and a freak show.
Yeah.
Recently pops on his, freak show social media platform, True Social. He truths the following.
I know nothing about Project 2025. I have no idea who is behind it. I disagree with some of the things they're saying, and some of the things they're saying are absolutely ridiculous and abysmal. Anything they do, I wish them luck. But I have nothing to do with them.
Such a fucking liar. He's a total liar. And Project 2025, for those of you that don't know, Donald Trump is intimately connected with. That Truth Social post is a lie from a lying liar, a documented, objectively confirmed liar, which is the former president, convicted felon, Donald Trump. Project 2025 is for all of the right-wing nut jobs that did not think that Trump would win in 2016. And they were so clueless after they won, they weren't ready to do anything. So they've been gearing up for the last 7.5 years for what they would do with a second Trump term. And everybody in Trump's orbit, especially Trump, is intimately aware of how they want to consolidate all of the powers in the executive branch, and even talk about this being the second American Revolution.
That's right.
But as everybody knows, the Speaker of the House, who says frequently that he has conversations with God where God has told him he's Moses, and we know Moses was a biblical figure that lived to be 800 or 900 years old. This guy is so delusional. He believes that he has conversations with God, and God says,
"Hey buddy, you're Moses."
And then he tells this out loud to people when there's cameras running. And I feel like us and a few other Americans are the only people that think this is nuts, right? And everybody's like, "Hey, Mr. Speaker," but I mean, I think you should be in an insane asylum. But let's go ahead and listen to what Moses Mike has to say.
We will be dealing with this for decades to come. President Trump has said we want to start the largest deportation effort in history. It's needed. We need to find all these dangerous people, criminals. They've emptied out prisons in Central America and sent them all over the border.
That is so incredibly dangerous. We need to find these people.
Well, and South America's dumping out criminals and sending to United States. The biggest fucking criminal in the United States is Donald Trump. They don't seem to be able to address that at all. But the racism is so apparent. This whole group of people are white Christian nationalists, and Donald Trump is just a power-hungry slob because he isn't even religious.
Donald Trump is a Trojan horse for these white, delusional Christian nationalists that want to take over the executive branch of the United States of America in a post-constitutional America, and they have been crystal clear about it. Donald Trump knows that this could be a problem with moderate swing voters, so he's trying to distance himself from Project 2025. And he's also trying to say, oh, let's not put the national abortion ban in the Republican Party platform. It is a bait and switch. It is a Trojan horse. These insane people are coming for everybody, but I want to remind you, all of these people talk about how important Jesus Christ is, right? And this is a Christian nation, and Jesus is my homeboy, blah, blah, yak, yak. The majority of these, the overwhelming majority of these immigrants are refugees seeking a more peaceful life. They are coming over here with toddlers strapped on their backs. This isn't a hoodwink situation. It's unbelievable to me that we have so much evidence that in these evangelical churches and all of these churches across the United States, large-scale sexual abuse happens and cover-ups happen, but you don't hear one person that says they are so pro-life, pro-Christian, give a shit about what these churches do to kids. Every time you hear about some church camp, it's followed up by some molester there. Or every time you hear about some big evangelical group, the Southern Baptists, or these mega churches, it's always followed up with some big sex scandal. I've never heard about any of this from any of them. and sometimes it's all coming from within. But they are so fixated on playing the xenophobic card to the American public